This is why we love the NFL, people. Man, through the first 3 weeks of football, everyone was talking about how Buffalo might get to the Super Bowl, how Josh Allen was looking like the front runner for MVP. Look how all that's going now. When they played the Ravens, they got slaughtered. You know, coming into this game against the Texans, everyone was looking to see would they get back on track. The answer, no. They still looked frustrated out there, especially Josh Allen. They were held to 100 yards in the first half. Josh Allen started 1 for 9. He just looked frustrated, man. Just like he looked against the Ravens. He made a few throws in the second quarter, but it wasn't enough. And they missed this opportunity right here. Dawson had caught that ball on the sideline, and Buffalo refused to challenge it. I think they could have at least got a field goal out of that drive. You know? That's crazy. The only thing that Buffalo had going for them in the first half was the running game. Cook was running that ball. You got to give him his respect. Josh Allen only completed 6 passes in the first half. 6 for 18 to be exact. That's just horrible, man. Buffalo defense was getting cooked in the first quarter. They were a little better in the second quarter, but man, they gotta be better, man. Let's talk about them Houston Texans, though. Did you see that 67-yard bomb that C.J. Stroud threw to Nico Collins? That was just beautiful, man. C.J. Stroud is official, man. In that first half, dude went 12 for 15 for 187 yards. He was spreading that ball around. He threw to 5 different receivers. That offense is legit with Tank Dell, Nico Collins, Stephon Diggs, and they still got Robert Woods on that squad to go with Dalton Schultz and the 3-headed monster in the backfield. They don't even have Joe Mixon out there. They just running with Akers and the other guy. This team is legit. Now let's talk about that defense in the first half. Man, them boys so cold. They got so much speed on that defense. It's a shame. You know, that Tampa 2 defense that they run is just cold. A lot of teams run that Tampa 2, but the way they run it is just nice. You got to have linebackers that can run. And they got one of the best in the game in Shazier. That dude is fast. He was everywhere. Man, the Texans dropped 2 interceptions in the first half. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are really good. In the second half, Buffalo came out just how they came against the Ravens. In the second half, they came out swinging. You know, last game, they just couldn't, get it done. And this game was the same way. But they came out looking like they really was trying to steal this game. They scored 17 unanswered points, man. Josh Allen, this dude just had his 2 worst games of his career. Man, dude went 9 for 30. 131 yards, 1 touchdown. James Cook, he was one of their bright spots. 20 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown. But that Houston Texans defense is stout, man. For real. The only reason the Bills got back in the game was because their front 4 was getting pressure. You know, they play a lot of zone defense. They don't blitz a lot. Their front 4 was getting home. You know, C.J. Stroud looked frustrated. But once they started really blocking, they handled their business, man. Josh Allen made a few plays with his legs. But other than that, man, he was off. Shots out to the Texans defense. That secondary was locking up, man. That boy Stingley, a top 5 corner in the game. For real. What I didn't like, though, was how C.J. Stroud threw that interception. He had 2 back-to-back turnovers in the fourth. It could have cost him. 1 on the fumble and 1 on the interception when the linebacker snatched that ball from Stephon Diggs. He need to clean that up because they could have easily lost this game if Josh Allen would have had a average game. You know what I'm saying? I think if Nico Collins don't get hurt, I think the Texans easily beat him. By him leaving out the game, that closed the gap in the game, you know what I'm saying? That boy Dalton Schultz was clutch. You know, he had like 9 yards a catch. He was clutch. Every time Stroud got in trouble, he looked his way and he came through. You know? At the end of that game, though, the Houston Texans, you know, they was in range for a 57-yard field goal. They threw the ball on 4th and 5. They should at least ran that ball, got at least 3, 5 more, try to pick up that first down, get 5 yards, and win the game, man. Keep the clock rolling. They almost fumbled that, but they pulled it out, man. That was a great win. Great win for them to keep pace with the Kansas City Chiefs, man. For real. Because it looked like a 2-horse race right now. If you made it all the way through the video, salute to you. That's love, you know. I appreciate it. See y'all on the next one, man. I'm going to be recapping the Bengals and the Ravens game, too. Because that was a dandy, man. For real. Holla at y'all, man.